Alright, this is what I've been working on. It's a Craftsman lawnmower. Looks like a dump right now, but I have the hood for it and the engine isn't missing everything. I just have tools all over. It jacked up in the back so I can get underneath it real easy. But yeah, I just took it out, but there was a whole mess of wires in there that is now there. And 7/8 of all this wire I don't need. So, yeah, quite a mess. And this is the solenoid. Power always goes in there. Then this is where it comes out to the starter. Then it grounds on there onto the frame. But when you give this white wire power, it engages the solenoid. It's basically just a big switch / fuse thing, but when you give 12 volts to this wire, it engages the solenoid and gives power to this little electric motor here, which turns the crankshaft. Then there's a piston going like that, and a piston going like that, and then that's the spark plug. When the fuel goes into the carburetor there, through the intake manifold into the motor, and when the piston comes to about here, this spark plug lights off, causing an explosion, ramming the piston back over and driving the motor. And that goes in an idle about 1,000 revolutions per minute, RPMs. So yeah, and how I'm gonna wire this thing is I'm gonna wire it to, this is the kill switch. That's on, that's off. I don't have it wired to anything yet, but you can see it's right under there. I'm gonna wire this end just straight to ground, and I'm gonna wire this end all the way over underneath this plate. You can't see it because it's underneath the engine cover, but there's a coil here that makes this wire go to the spark plug here work. And when you give that coil ground, it makes it stop working, killing your motor because there's no more explosion. But so basically on is off and off is on. Doesn't make sense, but yeah, I'm gonna wire it up, and then somewhere around here, this is my starting switch. I'm gonna have this hidden under here behind the battery, just like that, just in case somebody tries to steal it. Then I'm gonna put the original ignition, which is right here. I'm missing the key. Some keys somewhere around here, but I'm gonna put the original ignition right back where it was for a decoy. Ignition won't work. Hit the switch. Ignition still won't work. And if they leave the switch on, it won't kill the battery. How I'm gonna wire it? Because that's when you leave the switch on, there's no battery going to it. It's just straight from ground to the switch to the coil here, and there's only 3 wires going to the coil: the kill wire and then the 2 spark plug wires coming out of it. That's it. So yeah, that's how it's gonna work. And the push button, I'm gonna wire one terminal to the 12 volt power source, which is obviously the positive post on the battery. I'm gonna wire the other terminal to this little white wire. Then I'm also gonna take this big heavy duty cord there. That end's gonna go on the battery, and then that end is gonna go on this end of the solenoid. Then that end there is gonna go on that end of the solenoid. So basically this is just a big switch. Well, alright, that's what I'm doing. Alright, well, bye.